that just came out. You can see this online at couture.com/Odessa Rose. On the homepage, you'll see this photograph. Just click on it, and then you can flip through all the pages, see all the inspirational pieces that are done by Couture, and every transfer, paste, surface, inks are all available to order. So, and you can order from there, from the website also. So I'm gonna set that down. This is one I did, was this yesterday or the day before? We go together like biscuits and gravy. Cute saying. I did this more in a country theme. Another thing I'm noticing in our gift wholesale catalogs, that navy is becoming a big color for the upcoming year. When I say upcoming year, we have catalogs for a year ahead of time almost. So I noticed a lot of navy and denim colors coming in for next spring. So be a lookout for that. Yeah, like they're kind of, they're not doing away with the farmhouse black, but I am noticing a lot of navy coming in. So that's why I did that in navy. Plus, these are the colors in my house, so I love that. These are great little linen canvases I got on clearance at the craft store, the one that begins with M. So check those out if you're not already sold out. I really liked how well, and I used chalk paste on this, and how well it pasted on there. And then I went ahead and waxed over it. I always do that. So they finished off really well, and they were a good buy on clearance. So that was this one. We go together like biscuits and gravy. Put that away. And then earlier we did our cute pumpkin cutouts. Absolutely love these. Hi Nina and Beverly. Thanks for watching. So these are available through Couture, already cut out, whitewashed. They have the wood grain on them. See that? And then we have patterns that go over the pumpkins to chalk. Did I bring the patterns in? Yes, I did. These are the patterns. There's 4 different ones, 2 for the tall, 2 for the short. So these would be the other 2 I didn't use, the argyle and the polka dot. And there's the berry and the stripes. So you get 4 patterns. And of course, all of our transfers are reusable. So next time I need to do the polka dot and the argyle. I probably will do a set here soon, but I may do a more Halloween. So you can do them rather fall, Thanksgiving, or for Halloween, which is gonna be cool. And I probably will be offering, I know I will be offering make and take classes on our pumpkins. So look forward to that. Then I added the word harvest and grateful, which is harvest, grateful, and cozy. Comes together as a set of words to add to our fall decor. So those are fun. Okay, now we're going to start on another one of these linen canvases that I got. This is a 12 by 20. Like I said, I got them on clearance. And I know I didn't pay, I got them all kinds of sizes. I didn't pay, I think the average was 3 something. So I know I didn't pay over 5 for any of them, even the large ones. So it was a good deal. I think they were close. Some of them were more like 90% off, and some of them weren't quite that percentage, but super nice canvases. You can definitely tell the difference in quality of canvas. I mean, not being an artist, I've never had to deal with them very much, but they are super nice. So this is the huge transfer we're going to work with. This is a size E. This is our largest size of transfers that we sell. But obviously this one is to cut up into all different pieces. We have the cow, the pig, the chicken, and it says milk, bacon, and eggs, fresh from the farm. And we also have a carrot and a radish, which is super cute. I don't think I'm going to use the carrot or the radish today. But this transfer is for sale on the website. So let's take a look. So yeah, it's 4-H time, fair time. Before you know it, it'll be state fair. Coming from, I'm born and raised in Iowa, so the county fairs and state fairs are a big deal for us rural people. So we just want to trim these down. They have lines where to cut. I thought about doing these in the navy paste also, but I don't think I have enough navy paste left. And then actually it was called navy, and the newer color of dark blue is not quite as dark as that navy that I used on the biscuit one, but it's called a cadet, I think. Slightly a shade lighter than the navy maybe, but it's called cadet, so I'm gonna have to get some cadet because I really think that looks really pretty with these linen transfers. So on my next order I will get some of the cadet so we can see what that looks like. Okay, we're gonna stack the pig on top of the cow and the chicken on top of the pig. And I know you've probably seen artwork that looks like that. Cow, pig, chicken. And then over each animal, we'll put the word that corresponds with it. Milk over the cow, obviously bacon over the pig, and eggs over the chicken. Popular farmhouse look that you can create yourself in the colors you want. Make great gifts. So we got that. Let's cut this one. And I think I should have room to add fresh from the farm on there also. On this canvas. So if you like crafting and you've never tried Couture, you should try it. Shoot me a message and I'll try to hook you up with a way to try it. But it is so easy. You know, like I say, if you can butter toast, you can Couture. Last one. Now, get them all condensed down and I don't have to fight with that big transfer anymore. We got all these pieces. So let's try to get the layout. We got from the farm. I might try to put on the bottom. First we have our pig, bacon. I know the letters will fit just fine. So we're gonna have our cow standing on the farm, our pig standing on the cow, and our chicken standing on the pig. I just want to make sure we're going to have room for everything and fresh. So we have fresh from the farm. I think it'll fit just perfectly actually. So I'm gonna line this one up here on the bottom. I'm pretty sure that will fit right above the farm. And the pig will fit on his back. And the chicken on his back. And then from fresh. Perfect. I don't think it'll be a problem. Alright, so let's back up. I'm going to start from the bottom and work my way up. And I'm going to do black for the animals and white for the lettering of eggs, bacon, and milk. And then probably black again for the words will be in black also. So let's give it a try. So let me know if you're watching and if you were in 4-H when you were a kid growing up. Did you come from the farm or did you grow up in the city and have no idea what 4-H is? Which is very possible, I guess. You might not know. I'm just going to mix our paste up here a little bit. It's probably over halfway gone out of the jar here, so I do have another jar ready to go if we run out of paste. I am going to spread a little bit of water in it just to loosen it up a little bit. It's just a little thick. And we want it to spread on nice and smooth, so you don't want your paste too thick. However, you don't want it runny either. We talk about a great 4-H project. Couture would be great because it's like buying a pattern for sewing. These are your patterns, and you got to figure out your design, your layout, what surface you're going to use, what colors you're going to use. And believe me, I know all about answering those questions about design work in the 4-H building where we have our projects. So this Couture would be a great project to work with. Even the young kids can do it. All right, I was a 4-H leader for 16 years. My mom was a 4-H leader. Always make sure, I know there is no hook on these canvases, but if you are working on a surface that would have a hang up hook on the back, make sure you got that to the top. So I always double check, try to get in the habit of it, because I have chalked upside down on a surface, and that can be frustrating, if you know what I mean. Okay, not overly sticky, so we're going to have to chalk really lightly so we don't mess up our print. Sometimes our transfers are stickier than others, and this one is not being very sticky. So I'm going to let this one set out. Sometimes if you let them set out, they get a little sticky. Okay, so I'm going to have to chalk really lightly, not press real hard because it is not sticking very well. So we'll see how it works. I have my pan of water here. When I get done with the transfer, I'm going to put it right into the water. Like I said, I'm not pushing down very hard because it is on there lightly. I try to keep it in one direction, just filling in the areas that didn't get the paste. Okay. There we go, the farm. And say fresh on the farm. But I want to blow dry that since it's wet down here in the bottom. I don't want to be smudging it, so let's blow dry it real quick. Work way up. So the cow is on the bottom. He's holding up the livestock. I don't think I'll have him touching the words, but just slightly above it. I think we'll have plenty of room for everything else. Like I said, this is not sticking the best. And it could be because the other linen canvas that I worked on the other day with the biscuits, that transfer stuck pretty well. But these aren't sticking very well. So I'm going to chop ever so lightly. You don't want to press really hard or you're going to shift your transfer and that will mess up your... Let's make sure we're still... I think I got interrupted. See if we come back on. Yep. I declined the phone call, so hopefully we'll be all right. Okay, so let's go on. And we'll do the cow. So I'm just hardly pressing at all because that transfer is not sticking very well. All right. Since I can't press very hard, I can't always pick up all that extra paste very well. That's the one bum thing about it. All right, there's our cow. So we're gonna lay this in the water too. Lay that down, and then I'm gonna blow dry this. Sometimes the heat kind of activates this stickiness. I'm going to try that, blow it just a little bit more. There we go. These are really cool. These silk screens already have the vintage wear of the paint. See the dots in there? That gives it that worn look, which is really cool. And so, you know, you can't get that with vinyl. If you're cutting vinyl, making signs, it's going to be solid, where these already have the worn paint built into the screen. So that's why the cow, see how it looks speckled? Has that worn vintage look. That is pretty cool. And that's meant to be there. So let's add the pig. And we do want the pig standing on top of the cow. So we kind of want his feet touching. Touching the cow. Still not super sticky. I'm going to see if I can press it a bit harder like this. That's where it fell off when I did that. So let's try it again. This doesn't want to stick. No, it's not going to. I'm going to have to do it the way I was doing it. I'm going to try to push out any air pockets that might get in there. And I'm going to move to a bigger squeegee too. Since it's not sticking very well, I'm going to work my way in the middle to the outside. Because if there is air pockets in it, that will push them out. Just don't push hard. Push lightly. I'm just going to spread that chalk paste across the pig. There's our pig. Put that in the water. And we're going to want that to dry. Try to get these on here so I can blow dry it. Okay, let's dry our pig. Next is the chicken. I want him more in the center of the canvas, so let's get him lined up there. I'm actually going to turn this upside down so I can reach him better. Let's check our paste. Okay. That is not sticking at all. Okay. Got a little bit off the transfer. I got a little sloppy there. But I'm going to let that dry and then I will kind of flick it off with my fingernail and then see what happens. So I don't want to smear it now because it'll just make a mess. So let it dry. And then just kind of remove it with your fingernail. And then maybe, because the other day I got some of that navy on the canvas, and I took a Clorox wipe, and it picked up most of the stain of the pigment. what are you doing? All right, let's put Fresh From on there. Still a little wet. I don't want to touch that. Now, if you're on a painted board, a black board, you can just wash this paste off. But when I'm working here on this linen, that's a different story because the paste gets down into the fabric. It's not going to come up as easy. So I should have been a little more careful. That's what I'm trying to say. So let's do Fresh From. And I might actually measure this. Looks like it used to go this way, but let's take our little handy dandy ruler. Two and a half. So that side's wider. 2 1/4. 2 1/2. Fresh. Still looks bigger on this side. I'm gonna measure. My eyes are giving me tricks. 6.5 centimeters. I thought so. Can't trust my ruler today. 6. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna take my smaller squeaky and just run the black across. Make sure all my screens are wet. So and let's blow dry that. Take a Clorox wipe and maybe that might take up some of that pigment. It picks it up, but I don't really want to smear it around, so I'm just going to try to take some of it off. You can see it picked up quite a bit. Doing pretty good actually. It's all in the wipe. There. Pretty happy with that. So now we need from, and then we need to add our eggs, bacon, and milk. And we'll do those in white or off-white maybe. I'm just eyeballing it. Yeah. It's kind of tricky because you gotta use the bottom of the end. Okay. All right, we're done with the black. We'll scrape off our squeegees. So yes, I got this canvas. It's a linen canvas. It may look like burlap to you, but it's actually a linen color. On clearance at Michael's. Got them in all kinds of sizes. It's the same canvas in a different size I used on this one. We go together like biscuits and gravy. I added the paper. All right. That looks cute so far. Fresh from the farm. And we're going to add milk and bacon and eggs. And I'm thinking of white because I will probably antique it all with my dark stain, so it'll take some of the brightness away from that white. So, but I want it to, I can't really use an off-white because it'll blend in too much with the canvas. So let's see how well these stick. I think we want it right in the middle of the cow. But I do want this centered left and right. And usually they'll put the word centered in the cutout of the transfer. So I should be able just to measure from the edge over and the edge over. It already looks like it's... So we'll see where we're at. 6. Almost 6. That's pretty close. So does anybody have any questions? Went the wrong way. All right, let's get our white. Squeegee. just go over enough to make sure the silk screen area is filled in with our paste. I'm not putting a lot of pressure on this canvas because first of all the transfers aren't very sticky yet, so we don't want to the transfer to shift on us, so I'm using very little pressure. There's our milk. Now we can do the bacon. So do you all decorate farmhouse at your place, or do you have another style, or mix it all in? What's your thing? I'm not totally farmhouse. Actually, I don't have much farmhouse at all. I like it. I appreciate it. I appreciate lots of styles of home decor. And when I had my store, it's kind of a good thing because then you can get a lot of different styles in, because not every customer is going to have the same style as you, so you have to learn to appreciate it all. Bacon. Oh, it's looking so sharp. What do you think, guys? Give me some thumbs up, some hearts. Looking so cute. One more eggs and we're done. Super cute. Now the egg doesn't go all the way across the chicken, obviously. It looks pretty even. Both sides. Turn this around and measure it. I don't decorate with farmhouse, but it's very cute. I used to have a pet pig, and the bacon part, it's hard for me. I gotta do the rest. Did you see it? I used to show pigs. I had a picture on my Odessa Rose page of me when I was probably 16, just turning 16, getting ready to show a pig at our county fair when I was in 4-H. But I guess it never really bothered me too much that they went to market afterwards. So I understood. I kind of think you get to know cattle better than you do pigs. Maybe I'm wrong. My son got attached to his steers when he showed, because you work with them so much more, I think, than you do with pigs. Especially his first year, that was probably the hardest for him. Another thing you can do is put some books underneath your canvas just to make your surface harder, because obviously it kind of sinks down when you're pressing on it. So that is an idea you can do. But I don't press very hard on canvases, because, especially this one, because the transfers aren't sticking very well. So I'm not pressing hardly at all. Eggs. I'm trying to think what really my style is. I'm kind of eclectic, I guess, but I like color. So farmhouse would be hard for me if it was all in the black and white and grays and neutrals, because I like color. But it looks sharp when you see it all done in a house. Okay, I'm putting away my paste. That turned out really cute. I'm gonna blow dry it really well, and then I'm gonna apply a little bit of wax over it. And I like to seal in my chalk with wax. Unless I'm on a chalkboard that I'm gonna wash off and re-chalk for the seasons, then I don't seal it in. Stick those on there so we can blow dry this real quick. Pop those down in the water. I'll take this tub to the sink and wash those. I use a cool air. Don't really need the heat on it, just air. The perfect size of canvas to use for this design. I believe it was 12 by 18. I'll have to try to do something with it more funky, just for fun. Not today, but another day. So I'm taking my Minwax paste finishing wax. This I have it in natural and also in this dark stain, and I use a lot of the dark stain if I want it to look vintage or older, worn look. And this paste has gotten kind of dry. It has just clumps of wax in it. So I just use the clumps and just rub it on over my entire surface. And then I will rub that or smooth it out with the rag, which is just an old t-shirt cut up. So just kind of makes it look old and dirty and vintage, I guess. Antiquing it. Usually I will do the sides also. I'm taking that sharp white down a little bit, dulling it, aging it. I even do this on my white canvases, especially my white canvases, because they're too white and bright and new. You can see, just rubbing it in. I may go over this a couple times. Just kind of finishes it off. A lot of times the wax kind of brings the intensity of the color out, I think. So, but there's kind of one layer. So I will put some more on and keep doing it till I get it nice and smooth and well distributed. But you get an idea? Oh my gosh, there's all kinds of things. Hi, Carrie. Thanks. I'm antiquing it with my Stain Dark, what's it called? Special Dark Minwax. And usually it's soft and you can just rub your rag into it and rub your rag, but it got all dry, so I just rubbed the whole thing If it's soft, which I think is supposed to be soft in your jar because my natural wax is, then you just rub it on your, rub it on your rag and then just rub it in. So, Carrie, I met out at Couture convention in Dallas. She's from Pennsylvania. She's another designer. I got these canvases at Michael's on clearance the other day. I got tons of them. This is what the wrapping is. Looks like this. So I got all different sizes, and some of them were almost like 90% off, and some of them were more like 75% off. I don't know why some were more marked down than others, but they were a good deal. And I love this linen.